actually, to point out, this is the first time that Nocturne has been banned out in the tournament, so they're definitely focusing Odd One with that. We'll have to see if he's forced into a supporty jungle. If they do take the Shyvana, Mundo has been taken by Dyrus, and that could be going top lane against that Udyr.
That is a possibility.
Going in the jungle as well.
We did see
Triesmo there.
Yeah, we did see Triesmo run that solo top.
Yep.
And yep, they have locked in that Vayne, so Counterlogic Gaming once again running Vayne. And the Alistar pick I like a lot as well. Chowster does like the Alistar. And Ali Vayne in general is a great team comp because you can choose to play aggressively if the lane is weak. You have 2 stuns there, you have some knockups, some knockbacks. You can definitely bully these champions out at the same time in a team fight, unless you're fighting against Olaf or Morgana. Alistar is pretty much all the protection you ever need from champions trying to dive you. So this could be very, very exceptional for Counterlogic Gaming. They're set up to have champions they really enjoy right now.
And we're waiting for Special and Reginald. Looks like Reginald is going to be able to choose his spot or leave it up to the Odd One because CLG has not shown their mid yet. So it looks like it is going to be Mundo in the jungle, and Dyrus may be grabbing that. They could be faking it out and leaving Odd One to pick that next AP. We'll have to see, so they can counter it hard on the last pick. St. Vicious and Chowster now to go through theirs. They still need that AP. They do have a top. Need a definitive jungler here. Could be Udyr still.
And you know, one thing I actually want to point out real quick is when the Soraka pick came out, can you guys put your sign back up? You had a Bananas OP sign up in the audience.
I like it.
If you're here in the audience, look around. Cameraman can hear me, we'd like to see it. But yeah, there's a Bananas OP guy holding up a big banana over his head as well. I love that players are coming out for their favorite champions and saying, yeah, we made signs just to be relevant to these champions. And I really think like signs are one of the coolest things to come out of this. I like that so much, of course. It happens in any of these live events, but signs make my day.
Pillows now.
And pillows, yeah.
Pillows now.
I mean, it's becoming more and more a real
trends, man. So they do have, yes, CLG is going to run the bit of a tanky strat here. Udyr is going to get tanky, Alistar will get tanky, and you are going to see that Chowster Hotshot on Cho'Gath. And Lulu, they still need that AP possibly.
Yeah, well, normally Dyrus is going to be solo top, though, so yeah, it is going to be Reginald in mid with Karthus. He's 1-0 with Karthus so far. I like this. And, you know, we did see that 12-1 and 12 Vladimir that Dyrus ran earlier against Dignitas. I mean, I like this lineup for Silomid. There's a whole heck of a lot of damage output there. And there's some good burst healing there from the Soraka as well. I think they can kind of fence people away and keep Kax alive. But everyone here on Silomid's a damage threat. So, you know, it's going to be a little bit difficult for CLG to say, yes, this is how we're going to play it out. We know how we're going to win these fights. It's going to be focusing... well, Vlad can pool, Karthus deals damage while dead, and Kog'Maw has 700 range. And Mundo's Mundo. So good luck with that, guys.
Right. This level 1 fight for CLG, though, everybody has a stun. Wow. Everybody.
Yeah, everyone has a hard CC on CLG.
Yeah. Pop-up stun, yep.
Yeah. I mean, Shogat does not technically stun you, but well, yeah, everyone basically on CLG has a stun. You're absolutely right. So I would not be surprised to see them invade in. They actually did not grab Clairvoyance on their support. Chowster running Exhaust Flash, whereas Special is running CV, which I think they need because this level 1 CLG team, there's so much damage, so much pressure there, that if you don't run Clairvoyance or just hide like in your fountain at the start of the game, you're going to get caught out and picked up if CLG plays it right. So I like that move from Silomid to make those choices. And you know, we'll see what this ends up being. We have the Jungle Mundo here, the solo mid Karthus, grabbing Exhaust Flash. You've got Dyrus there solo top once again with Heal Ghost. And then KX on the AD carry has been running him a lot. Yeah. I think Kog'Maw has been the second most contested champion of this tournament. And you know, we'll see if it works out for him. I mean, solo mid just needs to win this one best three to close it out. CLG must win this to stay alive, and they want to go ahead and win as well if they can help it. So, you know, we don't quite know what's going to happen here.
Now, these team fights for TSM are going to be really tricky for CLG because they are going to have a special with 2 heals, his one that you can poke on anybody, and then Wish. But Dyrus and Chaos are both running Summoner Heal, so that is going to be a huge burst of health in any fight that they have. And there are some pretty high cooldowns on CLG's team. Chowster's going to be able to headbutt and get in there, but he's pretty much just going to try to trample and walk around after that. You'll have St. Vicious in the fight all the time, which will help. But it is going to be a pretty big heal bait in that first 5v5 with TSM versus CLG.
Okay, so we are getting down through the spectator timer real quick. So what do you think? What's the big lineup advantage here? Do you think any of these teams have a big advantage just from champion select?
I think the advantage of pushing people around in a fight goes to CLG. But the burst and just front-end damage that TSM can put out right away, if you get walled, you're going to get hit with Dyrus' Transfusion and Tides of Blood, and Kog'Maw's going to be able to do whatever he wants from whatever range. So they're going to have to push around. They're really going to have to split fights, Make sure people are peeled off of double lift, which they have a perfect team to do. That's great, a great team and a beefy front line, especially for Vayne to get in close. Because Kog'Maw is going to be all the way on the other side of the fight, so they won't even be doing anything until it's like, you know, 3 people are down and everybody's kind of scrambling around.
Yeah. One thing I want to point out actually is double lift is the only AD carry I've seen pretty much 100% of the time run cleanse.
Yes.
And there's like 2 abilities to cleanse, like on the entire enemy team. It's like he can cleanse like Karthus Wall, Mundo Cleaver, and Exhaust. And I mean, like maybe a Soraka Silence, but like that's it. Like he's got like there's not like an Ashe or like
you're not going to get hit up right quick.
You know, there's no Alistair, Taric, Ashe. Like there's none of those like super hardcore CCs coming out here. But he runs cleanse every time anyway. And his 3rd item is always Quicksilver Sash. It's Bloodthirster, Infinity Edge, buy a Phantom Dancer, get a Quicksilver Sash. And that is his build in every single champion, every single game. And it's the same summoners over and over.
Yeah, and it's not like they have Nocturne, they can't jump focus him and whatnot. So it could have been a more useful summoner spell, but whatever, you know, his mentality, the mechanics, he wants to stay in that positioning. He plays Vayne very well. So could have been used out for something else, maybe a heal bottom to get a bait going on. No heals actually on the team, and they don't really have they have a true healer, but not exactly a heavy healer. Chowster can put out some heals. And he'll be able to do that more and more as minions go down and things die on the map. There it is, CLG versus TSM, getting ready to go for this matchup. Hotshot, GG, St. Vicious, Big Fat, they're kind of just rolling it down. TSM on the right side, I can't see whose face that is.
Yeah, so as we get into this game, the loading screen about done. If you want CLG to win this first game, let me hear you in the audience and at home. Let's go. And if you are a Team Solo Mid fan,
oh wow,
that is a massive home crowd advantage if I've ever seen one. Holy cow, you guys, just in general. Alrighty, so looking at the builds here, we have the best of the best now in this tournament. I want to give you guys the rundown on the builds as we start out this game. Big Fat LP opening with 40 MR. 10 Magic Pen, so Magic penetration a little bit on blues, then MR flat blues. Looks like his base move speed 375 tells me he's going move speed Quince as well, and it looks like actually it's a 9021. He's got 10 cooldown reduction, so going utility spec on Anivia. Hotshot GG on Cho'Gath. Looking through no penetrations, no bonus CDR, no bonus attack speed as far as I can tell. So just kind of full tank spec here. And I'm expecting at least some in utility and some in defense. Certainly not any in offense. Through on double lift, definitely 21-9-0. Lifesteal Mastery. Learning Tumble at 1, doesn't care what the fight might be. St. Vicious already actually has learned Phoenix.
It's 400 movement speed already.
Yeah, which means move speed Quince and the move speed Mastery in utility. Looks like no penetration, so it might be, yeah, it's 0.21-9. He's got the 0.45 CDR per level. And Chowster on Alistair, 6 CDR means he's 21 utility, so 0921. Does have 15 armor pen, so he's running armor pen on those marks there, so he can deal bonus damage with the basic attacks. Moving over to KX, you can see Solomid very much hiding over on their side. KX 2109. Actually, it might be 2109. He's got a lot of magic mana regeneration, or 2190. I forget how the numbers exactly stack up, but flat MR blues certainly, and looks like AD on everything else.
A very nice CV. They do clear out blue, lay waste, trying to get vision there. Hotshot still pushing through. They don't want him to have any part of their jungle right now, and their team can easily force that to happen. Reginald's going to be forced to just go back mid. Special also there, but it looks like they're going to come around for the exit. No. Maybe a safe place to back. They do see that they're still mid, so the bottom lane's not going to be there. They're giving them too much vision on this, I think.
Oh, and they're giving St. Vicious that blue buff, and he will actually continue to clear this out. You'll have the timer, 7 minutes 13. And the good thing here is these are going to be asynchronous golem respawns. Normally, if both junglers start blue, they both spawn at 7 minutes. If you go for a steal, you're letting your own get stolen as well. What you really want to do with these timings is make sure that they spawn at different times, so you can always say, okay, we'll steal theirs, then we'll come back and grab ours and make sure we don't lose anything. But the odd one really wants to... Oh, I think he was trying to look... He's just...
He's waiting for Udyr to come back over. He's being very patient, waiting for Saint. Oh, does he get antsy? He's going to move at the exact right time and get himself into that bush. The CV goes down, and they didn't see anything, but they also don't see St. Vicious. That is just out of range, and it looks like he is going to be able to get it without anything happening. Saint's going to come out here. Sad Panda for him. A very nice job as he sees Odd One exit stage left.
And yeah, he just sees him get out of that jungle. Nice job there. Hotshot getting harassed pretty well by Dyrus. The one thing about Cho'Gath is your ability to lane is determined by your ability to last hit. There's no real innate sustain on Shogun, except when you last hit a minion, you get a bunch of health and mana back. And so if you can keep that happening, he'll survive Dyrus and be fine. If he gets zoned away from last hits, he'll keep getting zoned because he'll have no health. So it's a very snowbally, can you shut down Cho'Gath type lane, and Hotshot seems to always like this Cho'Gath and seems to always make it work for him. Looking through real quick, Dyrus, looks like a 921-0 build for him. Looks like no bonus lifesteal, spell vamp, anything like that. Pretty standard magic penetration there. Looking through the rest of these builds, it's special. Put up against his turret, should be okay right now. Looks like CDR blues, and I'm seeing 21 utility. Ooh, some pressure there onto Chaos. I think an 0921 there going to happen. Special last hitting a minion, now ahead of Chaucer in gold. Well played, special. Bananas OP.
Dyrus still trying to push Hotshot back. He's forced to start using his potions here, but doing a great job of keeping that CS up as well. 13-16 as we are still just in the beginning stages of this laning phase. 5K to 5K. Still got the even on gold. Reginald.
Saint CLG known for ganking top over a great rupture there. He should have Sanguine pooled that earlier. Here comes the Bear Stance. The Ignite is on. Dyrus did not summon a heal in time. Still trying to run away. Can they land the spells? There's the rupture. That way with the dive.
Very good aggression and nice rupture indeed. He did not have the time to get out of that one, and I believe blue both summoner spells to try and make it out. Heal and Ghost are down, so that top lane is an easy focus for about the next minute and a half, 3 minutes.
And a minion wave starting to die to this turret. Oddman will miss out on 2 minions worth of gold. We'll go for this last one. Keeping the lane alive, but not the best situation for this guy. He's trying to crush on these minions, get these last hits done for himself, but you know, still Dyrus push out of that lane. Hotshot GG with 400 bonus gold, already grabbing a heart of gold. He's going to love that extra income there. It's going to let him lane so very well. He's going to keep being a force throughout this game.
And it looks like they are going to pressure it again. They said, you know what? He's going to be right back in lane. He's going to feel like he's kind of safe because he doesn't know where we are. No, they're going to grab Mundo as he runs back into the jungle here. It's going to be Tribush. Hello, meeting each other. The rupture goes off, but he just gets out of the range of rupture. I don't know how that missed, but it looks like they are going to go hard aggressive on this. Pursuing Odd One under the turret. St. Vicious says, let's do this. It looks like Hotshot had different thoughts, and they are forced to back for miscommunication there. I think Dyrus would have gotten at least a kill off of that, so it's a better choice. They did not choose to fight.
Looks like some pressure happening against Chauster right now. Actually taking a bit of pain there. Chaos hitting him a little bit, but Double still last hitting that 3% lifesteal from Mastery is keeping him alive, as well as Alistair's Triumphant Roar. Actually maxing that first, by the way, Chaucer, putting up those points in the heal. Chaos actually ignoring the Voidus, and you kept pointing out that, you know, normally it was weird that these guys were, you know, points and Voidus, but now he's actually going 2 points of Bioarcane Barrage, 2 points of Caustic Spittle, wants to go for that just standard DPS output.
Wow, yeah, he hasn't even leveled that E yet, that's crazy. Very nice, going for the fast objectives and fast early passive attack speed.
Yep, Silamid pretty safe though at bot lane. They do have that ward in the brush, and they can kind of see St. Vicious when he comes in. They should be safe here. They've been pushed pretty far back, so that's good for them. They've managed to basically stabilize this lane and keep farming. 39 to 54 in minions actually, so actually really a lot better last hitting coming out of Double Lift. It's actually very, very impressive of him.
So that 400 gold lead sticking up top for Hotshot as the Heart of Gold is helping him. Dyrus is going to be backing here, possibly has enough for his revolver. He's going to need about 800. He does not, so it looks like he will stop his back. Say the minion wave is right there. I kind of have a little time to farm. We do see the odd one, a little pressure on mid as we do see Big Fat has back, so it's going to be a little bit of a free experience for St. Vicious. He loves taxing lanes.
Yep, it's going to be some nice gold picked up. Experience his first to level 6 actually. Did beat Dr. Mundo by half a level, so CLG still holding their advantage strong. I'm going to actually finish up on the build orders real fast. Reginald getting that catalyst. Looks like 2109 is the likely pickup there, based on the cooldowns and the magic penetration. Also, not running MR Blues, who's actually full squishy here, relying on ability power all the way to the bank here on Karthus. So we'll see if he can get harassed out, or if Big Fat LP is going to miss most of his spells, or if Reginald can dive everything. Top lane, a little bit of pressure there. Hotshot getting harassed down a little. Staying okay. Bot lane, pressure up on a KX, taking a lot of pain right here. Third Silver Bolt is proc, down to 1/3 health.
It looks like blue has just come up. St. Vicious is going to donate that over to Anivia, but the odd one says, we have the timer on this. We are going to focus it. Dyrus has not come down, but they do have Hotshot GG to accompany the fight. It's going to be a 3v2 if they decide to go in on this. He could just lay waste over the edge. They do have exhaust. Wall of pain goes down, and Flash Frost does as well. The damage going out into Reginald, flashing back over the wall as they all committed the same direction. He may make it out. The ignite is on. The last hit from Big Fat LP takes him out. Requiem goes down, and this is going to be a lot of pain as we do see Hotshot GG falls. Not so much on St. Vicious, however, as he does have that null magic early mantle. And saving themselves. They go 1 for 1 in that blue. It's still up, so Big Fat pretty pleased with that fight.
Yeah, they traded 1 for 1 ultimately, which is pretty much okay. Navy got a kill, and then so did Dr. Mundo, actually. So the kills started to get spread out a little bit. There is that one small death advantage, though, in that Hotshot GG died, and that's actually kind of a big deal for Cho'Gath because he wants those feast stacks to stick. So it gives Dyrus a little bit of extra lane pressure there and ability to kind of come back and make things happen, but the kills were more or less a wash otherwise, and you know, no blue buff steal managed to happen there. So Big Fat LP coming out pretty happy, has his Tear of the Goddess already, has Golem buff as well, and has a kill under the bank now too.
And looking up, see Hotshot GG returning to lane with a Philo as well for a little bit of health and mana gen, so double on the GP10. He's going to be looking to grab a lot of gold from that. And we'll see Dyrus is now backing. I believe he will have enough. He
okay, accidentally destroyed at bot lane right now. Still stuck with all those stuns, but they turn on double at the ult, the flash. He will make it out, especially coming in just in time to heal that. Kaox actually did keep his flash up. Did have to burn a summoner heal, but still, they also had to burn Doublelift's cleanse to be fair. So they actually came out a summoner spell because Doublelift's flash and cleanse both burned. Kaox still has his. Chester forced back, still has all his summoners. I'm surprised he didn't exhaust as part of that trade. So they could have probably kept sticking on the Kaox, burn the exhaust, and say, yeah, you're not going to kill Doublelift, he's going to keep DPSing you.
So Dyrus now coming back to lane with a bit more sustain. That'll be quite nice for him. Double blue buffs in middle as Reginald got back up into the game. Well, down the lay waste, but he doesn't want to chase too much. He's just standing right in the ultimate. Wasn't able to path around it, and Saint's like, never mind, you got it. You do your thing. Looks like we got bottom lane returning. Doublelift has gotten himself a BF sword, and he does have one Doran's. Just Kog'Maw going for the same. He hasn't purchased yet. We'll have to see what Kaox gets as he is backing right now. And his buys are going to be quick Zerks into 3 Dorans. So he will be able to out-sustain that damage that Vayne can do if she doesn't proc them all. We do have St. Vicious coming in. Dyrus hits the bush, so it's going to be hard for Vision. The quick pool, and that's going to be nothing for them. Saints like, oh, yep, maybe not. That pool lasts quite a bit of time, and they will thwart that. Nice job by Dyrus.
Big Fat LP actually doing a great job. Of course, renewed his Golem buff thanks to the kill on Karthus, and is now clearing these Wraiths out, farming them for gold. 77 minions on him. Still 82 on Karthus, though, so Reginald outlast hitting. However, now that Anivia is 6 and has Golem, it'll be a little bit easier for him to get that gold back into his favor. I'm surprised that Kaox didn't go for the BF sword, went for the attack speed Doran's opener, which does give him better lane presence, but it means Doublelift has really good spike damage with that 45 AD from the BF sword. He had 1900 gold when he went back to base and did not turn it into a BF, just really wants to go for the little bit better durability, wants to survive these dives and the good sustain there. And Doublelift's going to take, good tumble there, dodging that. Mid lane, Big Fat LP going to start pooping on Reginald a little bit. Good pressure there, getting him down by a third. Still 40 MR, Reginald not with sword shoes, so Big Fat LP can survive this pressure pretty well.
So it looks like they may be trying to formulate a dragon pressure here. Dyrus coming all the way down from top lane, and Mundo is in position to make this happen. The odd one about to show himself bottom. You can see the heal coming out and a little bit of a back, so they know what's going on. Anivia on the left side of Dragon Wall could throw a Flash Frost over, but they don't have vision. There is a pink. Oh, they do have vision. That's their pink ward. So TSM does not know that is there.
Special forced to flash out right there. Would have gotten stunned out. Oh my god!
Beautiful wall.
Beautiful wall. Picks that. They got the dragon. Doublelift getting forced out. 60 health gained right there from the heal. Ult comes down from Kaox. Hits Chowster. Doublelift going to fall down. There's one. You're going to keep pressuring here. St. Vicious taking some pain. Will drop down as well. Now Muna trying to walk away. TSM looking good in this fight. 4-3 for them. Ooh, a little bit more pain coming in onto that Karthus. They'll make it out. And solo mid actually, they got 2 kills for 1, including the AD carry a jungler at loss of support. And they picked up the dragon, so Solomid turned that one around, now only down 400 gold. Equalized that one out quite successfully. Show getting to farm up behind this turret, going for the jungle mobs as well, which is a very, very smart choice.
Farm shot GG.
Yeah, and that is the right play here. I like this a lot. Farms the lane, farms the jungle, which is going to deny Dyrus a little bit at the turret, and also deny the odd one thanks to these kills on these golems, so I like this.
And looks like they're going to use this confidence of Hotshot GG to do a little bit of damage here, possibly push him out of lane. He did get a little bit of vision on Dyrus, and he's going to back out safely. There was a chase by the odd one as well. Udyr returning to bottom lane. St. Vicious recurve going for his wit's end. Dyrus not finishing the WOD yet, but he's almost there. He did go for those Merc treads. Oh, there we are, onto Hotshot GG. I don't think they're going to have enough to take him down here unless they continue to go under the turret. Cho'Gath quite tanky right now, and they are going to back off.
Alrighty, so solo mid resetting that bot lane with Counterlogic Gaming as well. 88 minions to 105. Doublelift winning the minion farm game, but 1 death, 1 assist versus Kog'Maw's 1 kill, 1 assist. So I got to say, KX is gold. As we check it, as I click properly, 38 to 3600. Yep, the advantage from that kill and the dragon definitely coming into favor here.
Mundo returning to top jungle as we see Big Fat LP again returning around for his blue buff. They have the CV down on it though. Great timing coming from TSM right now with the Clairvoyance.
Yep, Hotshot moving over the odd one and Reginald nearby as well. They do know about this. We'll see if they actually go to stop them or not. Top lane, not too much going on. Bottom lane. Chelsea pushing up, actually could go for KX here. Will go in for the headbutt. Oh, silenced away, no pulverize. Nice play, special.
Yeah, they are pinging them to back. I don't know why. They seemed a bit safe. They don't have vision there, so that's maybe why they don't know where Mundo is right now. They actually don't have a vision of Vladimir, Karthus, or Mundo. So, Mundo just walked into range, so they can see him farming up a little bit safer. Chowster is going to back. Doublelift's going to have to be very careful in his lane. The AD carries are sporting another 1,600 gold for Chaos right now, and 600 gold for Doublelift. So Chaos can go back and get that BF sword if he does choose to.
I think that actually would be a very good choice at this point. We saw last time he actually shoved the lane and then went around, and he's going to do that there. You can see him spamming those AoEs. We'll go for that. And Chaos's build, by the way, after those 2 in Caustic Spittle, did grab 1 in Void Ooze. I mean, it maybe could have been a misclick that he hit Q so early, but I kind of doubt it. I think that's on purpose. So now 1 in that slow, and we'll see if he goes for everything else. What he goes for next, if he just wanted the 15 attack speed, or if he only wants that 1 point in slow. Big Fat LP, again, 2 in Q, 2 in W, maxes out Frostbite immediately. Reginald also 3 in Wall and only 1 in Defile, so as you said, that Wall is going to be a big deal there. The slow continuing to go up with rank, and we'll see how that pans out. Doublelift maxing Silver Bolt second, pretty standard.
It's going to be a wits end game for CLG here. They have 1 being built on Cho'Gath as well as Udyr. It's going to be nice, the double AP from TSM, so that will help them sustain against that. Dyrus harassing Hotshot top, but it looks like Chowster is waiting in the wing to get something going down, but he's sitting right on top of a ward. Oh, hey, there it is.
Yeah, and Udyr is coming by, actually. Alistair kind of caught. No, I guess he's not caught up because Saint's on his team. Okay. But Saint Vish is coming around. I was like, oh my gosh, Udyr wearing red buff. Must be on the red team. No, freak. You're bad at reading.
I completely just noticed those 2 wards that are chilling bottom next to each other. That vision ward is not inside the bush, so he did not know he was sitting on top of a ward.
Oh, special. No, sorry. It's CLG's fault. Chowster screwed that one up. All right, now moving on. There's some fighting going on. Doublelift down to half health. Good, almost a good ult from KX. Good dodge there from Doublelift at the last second.
Mid going down onto Big Fat LP. It looks like St. Vicious will try to help. He flashes out of Defile, and they're going to switch this one around with the counter gang. Oh, a little bit of a heal there. He got back some vamp, but it's not going to be enough to keep him alive. They are going to now focus onto the odd when the egg goes down. The rebirth keeping Big Fat alive, and St. Vicious able to come up with a deucer.
Yeah, that was a little bit silly. He shouldn't have switched focused over to Anivia because he knew Karthus would happen, and he's like, hey, Saint should get really, really low. Maybe he can burst down Saint, and he ended up doing a good 300 damage to Big Fat LP that he could have directed elsewhere. That might have given him just enough damage to kill off the Udyr and then switch over and kill the Anivia egg afterwards. It was a little bit silly to focus back down and force the egg. He might have been able to win that fight himself.
Doublelift rushing a Bloodthirster as he just gets that into his hands at 17 minutes in the game. We do see that Chaos did not go for a BF sword, but with that 1,600 gold, he went for a Zeal and a dagger.
Wow, so 2 turrets taken right away. I like the mobility there. They let Doublelift B pick up that. And now, KX, yeah, going for the early Phantom Dancer. That's what the build he's been going for actually all tournament. I don't know why I forgot that. But he's been basically always going double or triple Thorns into Phantom Dancer and relying on attack speed to get him through that game. And actually KX now putting points back again into Void Ooze. So he's got 2 points there again. Pushing down on the Doublelift. Some good damage actually being dealt here. Wow, yeah, that's down to half already. I think his Doublelift does have a Bloodthirster. He's going to get himself a lot of lifesteal through that.
Yeah, to run that away, a good point to make. If you're facing a Kog'Maw, when you're running away, you do not want to run against the wall. It's the easiest way for him to hit you with his ultimate. But Doublelift really didn't have a choice. If he walked closer and went around the turret, Kog'Maw's range would have gotten him anyways on the W. So
and look at this. Sorry, but look at this by Double Lift. He's actually sitting away from the turret. He knows he can get dived on. He has, look at that, zero almost at all vision of his jungle. It wasn't worth risking those last hits to get ganked there. So yes, they get the dragon. That's all fine. Double Lift chose to give away about 10 minions in order to not give away a kill to Chaos, and that's the kind of decision making these players have to make. And it's actually the kind of decision making that hurt Voyboy in the games of Dignitas, where he was like, "There's so many minions, I have to go for it," and he got caught by it over and over again. And CLG capitalized on that sort of aggression and picking up kills there. So Double Lift making some good choices, saying it's not worth a couple hundred gold. I can't give away another death.
Dragon going down, going to be up another 6 minutes. Big Fat pushing mid by himself. The vision he has around him is keeping him quite safe. There it is, Hotshot farming past the turret. He does get the turret to go down from minions. He's going to be focusing on, does he get the Nom down? He did. It didn't do that much damage. Hemo play goes down, the Rupture goes up, and the pool goes down. Very nice job by both players there. The top turret, however, going in favor of CLG. The gold, 28,000 to 24,000 here, 19 minutes in. 6-3 is the score, and CLG is up by 4 turrets.
Yep, so even though the solo mid are winning on 2 dragons right now, CLG winning 4 turrets and 3 kills have built themselves quite the gold lead. Again, dragons don't have any intrinsic value other than that gold and a little bit of experience locally, so yes, it does give you an advantage, but it doesn't make you automatically better in the game. And so CLG building themselves their own lead and giving themselves map vision in the process.
Hotshot continuing to push, has not been in a team fight yet, and this is that tanky strat I was talking about. Later in the game, he's going to continue to do this. You can see they've been winning fights in 3v2s, 4v2s, or 4v3s rather, when their numbers are actually down because Cho'Gath is not there. So right now they're comfortable to go into fights. It is 6-3, so they've been getting good gold on the people they need to. It hasn't been assists to St. Vicious or assists to Cho'Gath. They've been getting their own kills, and it's really helping them stack those items. Wall of Pain goes down, but just the not enough focus. They're kind of back and forth on it. Looks like Saint will get out alive, but he's still pressuring.
CLG are actually split pushing almost early here. You kind of see Big Fat LP pushing solo bottom. Everyone else kind of running around. Vayne is now mid. They've had Alistair roaming for a while here on Chowster.
Oh, and he was getting dove top. Nope. All right.
Okay, he's safe. Yeah.
Close.
Chowster went for an early Oracles and then said, "I'm going to go roam now." And I think that might be why they sent Anivia bot. Is that Anivia's a little bit safer than Vayne will, has a lot of CC abilities to escape, etc. And said, okay, Double Lift mid's a little bit safe here because we kind of have a lot of really good map vision. With Chowster roaming, let's switch up these lanes and make sure you're somewhere where you can survive.
Very nice clearing out of Baron Ward there. The Dragon still has quite a bit of time to come up.
Ooh, he got it!
Oh, he stole it.
Excellent job there by Cut LP, and you can see they're up now by 4,400 gold. And the League of Legends fan in me actually does want to see CLG take this series just to bring out another best of 3 and equalize it out and give me some more games out here. And right now they're poised. They're poised to. They have an advantage here in game 1. They are poised to keep taking this one. Again, you have to be worried about these late game carries, which is KX's Kog'Maw and Double Lift's Vayne. But both these players are very, very good at making these late games happen for their teams. So we'll see who actually outscales whom and who manages to win this game.
Good focus towards that Baron area right now. They are just kind of sitting on it, making sure the wards are clear. Everybody's focusing top now. Hotshot is already in position to assist with the Baron. He does have his ultimate up as well. Full stacks already. It looks like they're going to start attacking it.
And they moved on towards Big Fat LP, but he flashed over and then walled off, and then he was fine.
Oh, they are really going to sneak this out.
Oh, yes, they are. This is trademark CLG. St. Vicious and Double Lift taking it down by themselves.
Very nice. Ain't getting popped up. He could walk out of that and not get hit, but he's not really worried about it right now. He wants to be the one taking damage. And we have a 22-minute Baron from CLG. It looks like they'll use this to force down some more turrets. A wall going off. Mundo's kind of like, all right, I'll just go this way. And
goes where he pleases.
Goes
okay?
Where he pleases.
Mundo goes where he pleases.
Hotshot almost still diving there, realizing the turret is going to hurt quite a bit.
And CLG looking so good with that Golem buff in tow for Big Fat LP is going to give them a lot of map dominance here. You can keep spamming out AoEing down minions, and they don't have that ability for solo mid. I think they have a little bit better late game because that double AP combo, Vladimir, Kog'Maw, Karthus all scale phenomenally well, whereas really only Vayne is the only super hardcore late game champion that CLG has. So I think they are making the right call here, continuing to push through this hard.
If you look at the gold here, Dyrus versus Hotshot's gold, those GP10s did him quite well. He's up on Dyrus by 2,000 gold right now. Dyrus has 3 assists. He does have a kill assist. That's going to give him about 300 more gold. But still, those GP10s really helping out top lane, especially if you're against somebody like Dyrus that has range on Cho'Gath and was pushing him out early.
And yep, St. Vicious kind of moving his way towards the bottom, and CLG going to grab all 6 outer turrets. Something actually that Dignitas did as a mistake in their loser bracket final game against CLG as they took Baron. Managed to take only 1 turret, but CLG really good at collapsing all these advantages and solidifying themselves in the lead. They're going to be up now 8,000 gold with this one killed. You see 37 versus 29. And I think they might want to keep pushing here. They've got another 2.5 minutes left of Baron. Their individual golds all around 1,500 or so. They could go back and buy. I think they're also powerful enough to keep pushing here, especially with the golem buff advantage.
Wow, so CLG right now really out-leveling TSM actually. 16, 15, and 14 on Anivia, Cho'Gath, and Udyr to some level 12, level 13, level 12. So this fight is definitely going to go with Baron buff in favor of CLG. Dyrus getting caught out with a wall, and it looks like he may go down. He's forced to pull inside the fight, so he's going to stick with this one. And it looks like they may be able to keep him alive. The heel bait coming out, and that's exactly what I was talking about before. They completely turned the tide of that fight there. And Chaucer will be the first to fall. Focusing the tank was the last thing they had left. They didn't want to walk out too far, but that heel bait negated the Baron strength, and they were able to come out with that, and 1 kill.
Wow, that was absolutely a phenomenal. They also brought Hot Shot and Double Lift down very, very low on health. Now Team Solo mid with map control. They're going to fire back and get 2 turrets out of this. This is really, really good. They're going to get finally some turrets on the board for themselves. Normally Solo mid are basically known for taking an early game advantage and crushing turrets with it. Gonna have the odd one tank that for a little while. It's a little bit unsafe to actually take that much damage here. Might be a wit's end the next pickup. And actually Solomid saying, we could go for a turret, but we want to take this dragon right here. Has respawned now. So we're going to see 29 minutes. The Baron respawn. We're going to see 30, 45 respawn for dragon. They will actually be pretty far apart. So the next major objective is going to be that big Baron. And we'll see what they can do with this. Reginald not going to get caught here. They brought the gold back a little bit. Only now 5,500 gold the advantage. We'll see if they can keep that momentum going.
Clearing out mid quickly again. They want to leave none of this Baron buff to waste. They do have 1 minute left on it. So Baron's up in 4. And they're going to go straight for this mid turret. You see the pings from TSM. They said, let's regroup. We got to get back here right away. And they have done so. Great wave clearing ability by CLG. And there's the wall of pain again. Mundo can only focus Hot Shot, so he's going to give him a nice cleaver. And walk out of that. Looks like they're going to focus top. Start to steal a little bit of jungle here. Great job denying resources, denying buffs. Making it that much harder for TSM to come back from this. Yeah, we see St. Vicious going ahead, stealing that red, still very powerful. We'll see if they can get the blue this time. Should be coming up. Actually, yeah, there it is. There it is. So there's the blue. Big Fed LP with the last remainder of his Baron buff. Only about 3 seconds left there. Go ahead and pull up. Nice job. Gets the vision there. I'm going to keep DPSing down. And looks like no one from Solomid is actually really aware of this, so he's going to get that one for free. But Solomid charging down mid lane. They see Udyr at top. If St. Vicious keeps pushing, he's not. He's going to recall, so Solomid's going to have some time here. Vayne recalling as well. They have about 10 seconds with no real opposition. This should be theirs for free. If CLG is caught in a 3v5, this could be bad. Hot Shot. Oh, a beautiful wall. Alrun's alone. TSM could just take the turret down. I don't know what they're doing here. It's a free turret shot that is like face check a wall. Wait, it'll melt if we walk and look at it. No, it doesn't work that way. They're leaving it alone. Oh, Solo mid, that was yours for free. They managed to get away from the rupture. Hot Shot getting slowed there by Mundo. And St. Vicious actually charging in there with Bear Stance. Looks like he's going to get exhausted. Jumps on Reginald. They're going to go for St. V right now. Doing a lot of damage right here. See what else they can do with this. Great positioning by Double Lift. Just focusing down onto Reginald. Now he's on to Dyrus. Still not in range of any damage as everybody starts to move towards the top of the jungle. Double Lift picking himself up. At Dyrus, they are focusing onto Kaox, but he will get out. Chaucer doing a very nice job throwing on his ultimate and just face tanking Kaox's damage so he could not get in the fight. Excellent job. CLG picking up that one for free. Dyrus, of course, his heal was down this time, and he took a whole lot of pain early. Now CLG without Baron, only 3 kills in the lead. They look poised to keep going for this. They are right in front of the turret here. The wall of pain goes down again just to shred that magic resistance. Flash Frost missing, so Kog'Maw's free to fire. Getting a shot off. Big Fat just dodges that living artillery. And it looks like they are going to take the turret happily and go back to home here. They got some purchases to make. Everybody has a little bit of gold, about 800 average gold in the pocket right now on the side of CLG. Everybody's hit that 9,000 gold mark, and 7,000 is the average accrued gold here for your Team Solo mid. So everybody's almost up by 2k gold with all those turrets and those Barons. And that is absolutely phenomenal for them. We're going to see Baron come up in about 1 minute flat, and that's going to be some heavy contention here. Double F getting a red buff for himself. You can see
Bloodthirster, Phantom Dancer, Quicksilver Sash. Oh yeah, in this case actually I kind of like it because he's going to be able to ditch away Vladimir ult. He can kind of drop off some of the other debuffs that are actually pretty important to him. With only 2 exhausts on Team Solo mid, he can actually remove both of them in sequence. So he's going to be hard to shut down here, and we'll see if that pans out for him.
That Baron wore off shortly ago, so we should see it up here soon. We can see Chaucer making moves to clear wards, plays some of his own. Looks like Reginald is going to show bottom here. That's a huge wave. I think they have the timer here on Baron. If they do not, that is going to be a nice free one for them. A little bit of Requiem damage maybe, but it's not going to be enough to turn the tide of the fight. We do see that they are pushing back to their base. They're trying to formulate on mid. Hotshot is leading the charge here, and he's going to... Oh, I thought he was going to go around the side of the base, and they were going to cut him off from entering.
No, but they are ready to go in for this inhibitor. Big Fella Thieves wall is up. It's ranked 4 right now, so it's pretty massive here. And as CLG pushes into the base, we're up to 190,000 people watching right now, this second on this stream. Still growing. And let's see, the wall of pain comes down. TSM might want to go in. Saint gets caught. But he's going to be safe right now. Turtle Shell blocks a lot of that. Now the cooldowns are pretty big in that wall of pain. 8 seconds still. And they're going to go for this inhibitor. They will have that. Will Solo mid fire back again. Voidu's some good slow. There's Shirelli as CLG gets the inhib. And they get out safe.
You know, TSM doing a great job of holding him off, only allowing them bit by bit as they come in, and one of these times they're going to change it around in their favor possibly, especially maybe for this Baron. But as I said before, in Champion Select, that is such a team of tanks. You have Kog'Maw, you have Chauster on Alistar, or Kog'Maw, Cho'Gath rather, and Saint Vicious on Udyr, and these guys are just taking hits left and right. Cooldowns are being wasted by TSM, and that's great initiation time for CLG. Let's see if they can use that same tactic here as they go for Baron or start to pressure.
Oh, they go meet him with the sun. Not going to land it. There's Hotshot with the Rupture. Ooh, KX will dodge. They might go in for this pressure. Oh, amazing wall of pain. They could fight this so easily right now. Dyrus hitting up St. Vicious a little bit. Gets silenced as well. Some good pain going down there. Again, dodging that Rupture. But Anivia puts down. Oh, and the double, the friend wards.
Double ward. I was just about to say, if they had a ward in that bush, that wall of pain would be so much more effective because they can see to the other side, and they all just wanted to ward it.
Yeah, that's worth doing. And now CLG regrouping the wall. The walls come down. Oddwin will get stunned. They could collapse. See if they go for any pressure here. Getting poked at. Mundo Cleaver's not quite landing. Both teams. It's basically a game of ARAM now. I think that's what they decided. The gentleman's agreement. Plays them all random all mid. And here they go. They might get in range for walls. Oddwin's going to ult. And there we go. Special moves flash over. And here comes the pressure. Ults go down. So much pain. Reginald dying immediately, but he's going to be okay here. Double F coming back into the spray. Will not die too quickly. There's the ult from Karthus. Can they pick up anything? Cog and just going for as much damage as possible. There's one as another Mundo goes down. Still 2 alive on this right hand side of CLG. Dyrus is next.
Wow.
3 kills for nothing so far, but everyone is low. And they will not keep through on this.
Just too much health between Alistar, Udyr, and Cho'Gath in vain to run around like that. Very good job by Doublelift as well. He actually ran into Defile of Karthus and then flashed over Karthus' wall to escape that and delay waste. Just continued to batter down onto Mundo. They kept continuing on to that. CLG pounding on that second and Nexus turret. Will they be able to continue this? 20 seconds on Vladimir, 9 and 10 on Mundo and Karthus. CLG will take game 1 in what would be your first out of possible 2 best-of-3s.
Wow, excellent play. Counter Logic Gaming coming in. They needed that. Earlier, I think it was. I don't actually remember. Well, I know they won the series against Dignitas, but I don't remember because I think it went 2-1, right?
Yep.
TSM Dignitas. So I knew they lost one of their games. I forget if it was the Urgot game or not.
TSM went first, Dignitas second, and then TSM.
Okay, so Urgot was not the first champion that they grabbed here. So yeah, so when they did go Urgot, they did win against Dignitas, and it was, you know, yeah. Sorry, I just completely forgot everything I was going to say. But basically, Counterlogic Gaming running in after Jono was banned and taking Soraka here. And they're going to grab Corki for double lift. So with no obvious major changes in lineup, they're just saying, yeah, we think Corki's going to be better here. That might be in response to Urgot. I think they might be saying, you know, Urgot's such a brutal lane. We need a little bit more range here. And so we're going to grab Corki, who can, you know, form a phosphorus bomb, can AoE. It's a little bit farther back and still be useful. And the same for the team fights. You can kind of show up to a team fight and just throw out that missile barrage and then wait for that swap and then move in.
It's going to be a nice bottom lane as well. A lot of heals coming out. Dyrus choosing Lee Sin for his top lane. We are going to have that lock in. Odd one is going to be jungling Mundo. So really, just Reginald picking for Chaos here. So we're going to see Chaos pick the AP mid choice. And we have St. Vicious and Chalister to counter what they can for their last 2 picks, as Reginald will get his last pick as counter mid.
Let's see what ends up happening here. So you basically got the full lineup chosen here. Getting the counter pick for mid is pretty useful, but Ryze is in, and honestly, he's an amazing Ryze player. And actually, what's funny is they actually have the ability to go that whole Dignitas strategy of like Hotshot goes Lulu top, and Big Fettle P is actually mid. Like, it's entirely possible. They have those roles open. I don't think it's that likely, but you know, it's a possibility, I suppose. So let's see. Oh, it might be a Needly coming in here. That would be a nice pickup. That could, of course, be Bruiser Needly as well. They're going to grab Ahri, and this looks a little bit pokey, actually. They've got 3 guys who can poke pretty well. They could siege pretty well with this lineup. They do have a healer there with Soraka, and so they're basically blind picking Ahri. And it's going to be possibly Ryze here for Reginald. And I think it's actually a very good pick there. I think Ryze should have been grabbed even earlier there. I haven't been all that impressed with Big Fat LP's Ahri. I think his other champions have been very, very dominant. That Anivia, I mean, it's still there, right? And I think they blind picked their Anivia, and then Karthus showed up and they didn't care.
Right.
I'm surprised they wouldn't pick that again because it was so successful before. But they want to switch it up a little bit and grab Corki and Ahri. Shyvana's been good for them the entire tournament. That's not really a very big surprise here. But we'll see. I feel like, you know, Silma definitely switching it up by picking a tanky mid instead of a sort of suicide.
I kind of see that as almost somewhat of a counter. If Reginald chooses to just stand within his minions, he's never going to get charmed. He may take a little bit of damage, but the Rune Prison really won't affect her too much. She can still cast out of it. She can still charm him, so she wouldn't be able to stop that. But if he's in his minions, it's going to be a really tough lane until 6 for Big Fat.
Yeah, so I do like Suleiman's lineup here, though. The one caveat, though, is CLG, every single one of them is very, very mobile. Big Fat LP, Hotshot, Double Lift, and St. Vicious, all of them can jump distances. So if Urgot ults anyone but Soraka, they can all escape to some extent, which actually is really smart. I mean, they grabbed the very early Urgot, and they kept grabbing big jumps, big jumps, big jumps.
Right.
And that makes sense. Now I understand, you know, why they went for the early Ahri, why they grabbed, I don't know if it's going to be AP or Bruiser Needly, and you know, why they grabbed all those roles is they can all escape Urgot very, very successfully. Now, can solo mid catch them when those cooldowns are down, or can they catch them when their flashes are down? Or is the Urgot pick going to just fail miserably? Double F actually bringing heal this time, knowing that, of course, he can't cleanse the Urgot swap, and the thing is, he's actually fighting against Rune Prison and Tarek Stun, and now he chooses to go heal.
Right.
So I don't know if it's just Corki or if he just always goes cleanse on Vayne. But yeah, running Summoner Heal now, pretty, you know, more standard sort of lineup really, there.
Whatever makes him feel that comfortable, you know.
Yeah, but also Sulamid running not Flash on 2 champions. They're running Smite Exhaust and CV Exhaust on their jungler and on their support respectively. So it seems that Flash being a little bit less mandatory on these guys. St. Vicious actually running the same thing, running Exhaust and Smite as well to make those ganks more powerful.
Yeah, with less focus on bottom lane lately, they can kind of choose to do that. Usually, you go into your game and like, dear guys, the support, no escapes, focus bottom lane. But with all the warding going on lately, you know, it's not something they can do. So that's a nice summoner spell to have as well. You don't need to flash away, you can assist a lot more in the fight as well. And if they can just stack those exhausts on the right people instead of at the same time, obviously, it's really going to do some damage, or not, actually. It's exhaust.
Yeah, absolutely. Exhaust could really kind of screw them up. Of course, you can use that. If you master it, it gives a armor and magic resist reduction, so you can use that to help focus. Of course, these junglers usually use it as its major slow. It's actually pretty heavy slow. I think it's 40%. Well, as it tells me when I hover over 40%. Yeah, movement speed by 40%. So, you know, it's a really, really good slow there. Lasts 2.5 seconds, and it can really crush people when you go through on it. So, so who's your prediction on this lineup? Who do you think is going to win this game?
I think that TSM actually has a really good lineup for this game. There's a lot of kiting that can happen from CLG, as you said. They have a lot of movement, but TSM's team is a sticky team. It's on you all the time. KX is going to be slowing if he hits you. Dyrus can get in there with a Q and slow the entire team. The odd one's just going to be running around with Burning Agony. So it's a very in-your-face team when, as we said, CLG kind of has that kite and pushback. They don't really have the stuns that TSM has.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. CLG, they can move around a whole heck of a lot.
Yep.
Right. Solo mid, they have all the crowd control. Right. Urgot swap, Ryze, Tarek. So it's going to depend. You know, I think the lanes are going to be fairly equal. We haven't really seen any stompy lanes except for ganks. Even that last game, you know, the first blood went out on Dyrus and all that happened. But still, you know, the kills were really close throughout the mid game. The way that the game broke down was really good Anivia walls, cheeky kills, you know, Barons. I mean, the two-man Baron CLGs run about half their games in this tournament, and every tournament I've seen them, they're really, really good at getting those excellent, just pick off Barons when everyone else is just pushing lanes like nothing's happening. And they get the early oracles with that. They pink ward it. They do all that stuff. Can Solomid learn that lesson? Because this is not new from CLG.
Right.
They do this all the time. And that's actually, I think, was one of the biggest factors to CLG's win, and it can't be understated. The lanes were good, their gameplay was good, but the two-man Baron gave them 4 turrets. Yeah. That is such a huge advantage. And we're going to see them now on the screen as they sort of get themselves into this game. Kind of logic game on the left-hand side, the two close to the screen, Hotshot GG and St. Vicious. Over here for solo mid, you got X Special, and there's the odd one down with the beanie there. That is going to be Reginald. And guys, the game has loaded. We are here, and everyone but looks like Chowster opening with boots and potions. Chowster opening fairy charm and potions. The same for Tarek. Mundo actually going for cloth armor. That guy's edgy. That guy got cloth armor, dude. Look at him. Mundo buys what he pleases, it seems, not going boots. See how that pans out. Big Fat LP leading the charge. It looks like actually, I feel like Solomid's going to invade because they're all going on the same side of the map. Normally when you want to play passively, you actually move in different locations. See CLG, they're watching. They don't want to get invaded. They're looking for every major entrance. They're looking at every choke point. Doublelift can Q at any time and reveal the fog of war.
You know, I must wonder, like,
that's a Tarek!
They picked Shyvana first, but Mundo on CLG right now would have been a great poke comp team.
Oh, now they see him. You see Special chasing him down. They're like, okay. Corky got away. Oh, nice by St. Vicious says, oh, you're really far. You're at the bottom of the map. I'm going to go for Wraiths. NP. I'm going to hold this brush. Can see the entrance down there. See the entrance over there. Of course, they have no idea where he is. Are you going to hold mid once more? Big Fat LP.
Nice. So acting as a ward there. Seeing if they come up, and it is going to work for her. They are going to see that Dyrus comes up, and if Dyrus is there, she's Big Fat says the entire team is there. So it looks like Chowster will come over to assist a little bit. St. Vicious is going to quickly get out of line of sight. I do not believe he was seen. He is about now, though. And all 5 are moving in. They did get an attack in onto Ari. Big Fat only getting hit with a Q there. It looks like Chowster forced the flash as he dodges the Q from Lee Sin.
Reginald has flash. They can go for this. There's the flash. There's the Rin Prison. He's been charmed. The damage output going off on Chowster, but he heals himself and will get away. And they've now found St. Vicious. Oh, Oddone already learned Burning Agony. They get the stun. There comes the push. St. Vicious taking a lot of damage right here. And Oddone draws first blood. Team Solo Mid bringing it back. Reginald's on the last hit some minions. Good play by him.
Wow, full team got everything on that. 4 assists and the kill for Mundo. That's going to be great for Oddone in the jungle, and he's not even going to use that to go back yet. He says, I still have pots in armor. I'm just going to go ahead and roll through my jungle. Lee Sin going top now with that assist. He is actually almost level 2, but he's getting harassed down as he's using that potion. Great job by Hotshot to kind of just push him out of that experience as he has already leveled over him almost.
His Bruiser Needly, by the way, 21 armor pen right now. So it's armor pen reds and 21 offense there on Needly. So going for the aggression, going for Bruiser Needly, probably a Trinity Force, I hope. And we're going to see what they can do here. Special and Chaos. So they can actually dominate Doublelift Chowster. There's a lot of heal and sustain coming out. Doublelift pushing in on Chaos right away. 6 potions, though, on Urgot. Really wants to survive this lane. Special, of course, with the stun still available. But they're not level 2 yet. CLG got some experience advantage. Now Doublelift taking a bit of damage here. Heal comes in from Soraka. Chowster supporting him there.
Doing a great job with this level 1 push here. They're just kind of forcing him back out of the lane. He kind of stood there and took damage, but he knew, you know, with a Soraka, that mobile refueling station, you can stay in lane as long as you want.
Oh, Reginald getting caught up in mid. Big Fat LP doing a lot of damage there. One more attack might get the kill. There's a flash. Picks it up.
Wow, he just broke tether on that turret too. Almost took a nice shot there. That was a very good job. Like I said, he's going to have to stay within his minions if he wants to dodge that charm. Rune Prison will not stop that cast.
Yeah, the Rune Prison could at least keep him in turret range. He was actually turning back to cast it. The hand was going up, but he died a little bit too quickly. And so Rise unable to pin him in turret range. Dyrus pushing Hotshot to his turret. We'll see if Hotshot can last hit well here. Should be able to. Doing pretty alright, actually.
Looks like Dyrus is actually going to go back and take golems. He doesn't like not farming.
Cat's getting hit pretty hard.
Still being pushed back to their turret. Level 3 now, so they've caught up to the levels of CLG and bottom lane. We do have blue being taken by the odd one. I don't know if he's going to give this right to Reginald. He doesn't really need it himself, but he is going to take it. And it's like St. Vicious still wearing blue and red for their team.
All right, let's see what we have going on. Bot lane still harassment coming out from double. It seems to be the most active lane, actually. Looks like Dyrus and Hotshot going to be able to sustain themselves quite well. Lots of health potions on both sides. Neither heavy burst damage dealers, but if you get a good CC chain, either one of these champions could fall down. So, going to spot bot lane for a little while. Double keeps getting some mana. 2 points phosphorus bomb. 1 in Valkyrie. Still has not learned Gatling gun. Doesn't want to use that just yet. Just wants the burst, the extra clearing power from that phosphorus bomb. Could pressure on Chaos. There he gets stunned. Let's see if they can jump in and do some damage here. Nope, he's going to turn back onto Chaos. And Double Lift really pushing him down. Those Soraka heals really helping him a lot. Tops him off and then keeps the armor buff there, which really prevents any damage output. Actually, Chowster also ignoring Starcall, just feeding mana into Double Lift. He's going for that WE combo. And Double Lift still harassing, doing a good job of that.
They're keeping that minion wave right at the tower, not even letting Chaos farm right now. He's having a really hard time due to the Phosphorus Bomb. Yeah, you can get in there and you can take a few shots, but Phosphorus is way out of range of the turret and he can just continue to harass. Good heal coming out there from Tarek. Phosphorus Bomb right onto his special as he just keeps it up. Like you said, that mana refuel is such an advantage in that lane, and they have not moved from that position for about the last 30 seconds.
Alright, in the mid lane you're going to see... Yeah, but they're pushed up so much, but you look at the map vision.
Mundo roaming for Hotshot.
Oh, yeah, there we go. One coming up. Hotshot gets hit up by that Lee Sin. Oh, jukes the cleaver. Nice move by Hotshot, but level 6. So much damage being dealt here, running backwards. He's made it out this way before. Goes through the brush. There's the flash. A lot of movement speed thanks to running through the brush. There's the flash. The Q from Dyrus. The heal comes off. Does pick that one up.
Wow. Epic chases all weekend long.
Yeah, nice job there. Good kill. Nearly made it out. He had dodged that cleaver before. Could not dodge the Sonic Wave. I think if he had dodged it, he might have made it out. He was walking into the brush right here and could have booked it had Ari come in support. But nope. 2-1 right now. Suleiman taking this game to an advantage right now. Up 300, now 400 gold. Again, getting pushed to their turret. Special. Can he last hit a turret right now? There's one. He's now tied up.
Playing whack-a-mole.
Yeah, let's see. He's kind of chilling top lane. Level 4, Ari. And St. Vicious coming over. They're going to die. Special. Only level 4 does not look happy. The heal is not going to be an elbow. Double Lift getting hit pretty hard under that turret. The Big Fat will make it out pretty safely. Good coordination there by CLG. Taking that kill. And now KX needs to be afraid as well because he doesn't have a buddy right now in this lane.
They do see that bottom lane is quite pushed, so they're going to take this advantage and get some damage on mid turret here or let it go. No, they are going to choose to poke at it a little bit. Shyvana's still bottom, so St. Vicious isn't going to be helping that whatsoever. And no, definitely not enough damage to take it. Top just harassing. Hotshot diving towards Dyrus to get one of the swipes on. Not too much damage. Good safeguard by Dyrus right back into farming. Reginald now making some moves.
I see Dyrus kind of milling back, getting away from Hotshot a little bit. They still kind of are poking. Oh, nice move by Dyrus. Pushes up. Needs energy, though. He's actually out of energy right now. And here comes Reginald pinning Hotshot. Near the turret is going to keep running. Good luck catching him, by the way. Nidalee runs really fast.
Especially just coming out of that push. She is going to get a little bit more movement speed. There she is. And you can see her running along. Looks like he may just execute on this one as he's making it to the base. There we go. Hotshot is going to allow himself to go down from turret.
Alrighty, well, it's going to be some experience tonight as Hotshot will not be last hitting. Good escape, of course, by Hotshot, pouncing away, running through the brush. No gold or experience given out. They were all too far away.
Ooh, nice land by Chaos there. Getting a little bit of damage. Double Lift forced the Valkyrie out. Chowster going to come back and top him off with a little bit of HP. St. Vicious to take top lane. And this is what we said before. We don't see it too much between these guys since they're focusing on lanes a lot. But when you see that jungler out in the lane, you can go ahead and safely take out their jungle if they don't have it warded, which you would not know. But it's usually what you want to focus on. If you see the jungler grabbing some free XP in a lane, you want to be able to deny their jungle because they're just going to be that much more leveled over you.
Yeah, Devil again, Valkyrie away from Special stun. Those cooldowns actually pretty similar. So Special stun will be up a little bit beforehand, but not by too much. Double can always play defensively. Friendly wards right here for both teams, kind of camping this brush out. Let's see what they can do. If Chaos will push forward, they do of course see pretty much everything. Lee Sin actually coming from behind. Dyrus actually roaming towards bot. And there's the pressure in onto Chaos. Half health, level 6 though. Swaps him, and there's the exhaust as well. A good silence off on Chaos will stop some of that damage. Can Dyrus clear up in time? Special stun. Still down for 4 seconds. Chouster forced to flash away. Looks like they will not chase. Meanwhile, Needly still shoving top. Really good move there. A lot of Friggle Mundo will be
forced to flash heal there.
Yep, that was a summoner spell, a lot of summoner spell burns, and Chouster burned his flash as well, so they actually removed a lot of these summoners. The exhaust was run as well, so they basically spent 1 summoner for 3, but they also had Dyrus kind of miss out on all the experience in gold as they just have Mundo just solo top for a while.
Looks like he will grab up this blue. Nope, Reginald coming around. There we go. Got the ping on. It looks like somebody, Big Fat, did ping that. No, I don't think he's going to go for the challenge, though. He's still in vision of the turret. He is heading around. No, he's going to back. He did not go for Spell Vamp. Looks like he's going for fast Rabadons.
And actually, Big Fat LP proving me wrong, doing an excellent job with this Ahri, kind of crushing faces. 2-0 right now, has all the kills, has been coordinating these ganks quite successfully. So he's actually gone positive, I think, in pretty much every game but one the entire tournament, if I remember that stat properly. So the dude's actually been a consistent force for CLG, and you got to kind of consider him one of the big forces for their success so far in this tournament.
Dyrus warding for himself top as he gathers with Hotshot GG to do some more farming. Those guys just kind of duking it out. Double lift forced to back out of lane again with that Chaos range, jumping up to about 900-ish or even more. But right now, Corky is, I believe, 550 to a regular 425. So he does have the upper hand in lane on range against Urgot. But once Urgot hits that, can't do much about it.
You see double lift. Looks like he's going to be pushing in for this turret. Odd One waiting in the wings for solo mid. Can they get something to happen from this? They can just kind of charge forward. Chouster has no escapes up. If Special gets in range, he will get the stun. Oh, the Big Fat LP coming in from the side as well. This could be a counter gank for either side. I don't believe they saw him come in. This could be a swap if KX has it. He does have it. He can swap double lift at any time. The minions are almost gone. You would swap right here, smite the minion, and then go for double lift. I'm surprised actually they didn't go for that. That was actually a possibility here. Still harassing. I'm surprised they're still not going for this. His flash is down. Some good pressure. They go for the turret. I guess maybe they knew that Big Fat LP was there, but I don't know. I'm surprised they didn't go for any pressure there. They knew they had the Odd One.
Yeah, that would have been great. The Odd One was right there. He does not have his flash. He does not have heal, so he would have taken a big fight, and that could have been that push towards Dragon that they want right now.
Oh, a nice job by Hotshot. They had one ward right here that saw Reginald exit into this jungle. And it was like, hey, he's down there, he's down there. Hotshot ran back, tossed a javelin in there. Of course, he didn't land because he was gone. Now Dyrus continuing to push in on Hotshot, and actually, the minions 72 versus 84. Dyrus is winning this lane.
Ooh, Reginald coming up behind here. He is going to enter through Tri-Bush. Hotshot GG backing. They did get a ping off. And it looks like he's playing this one safe. Oh, great job. He getting right into the bushwhack. It's going to be St. Vicious into Dragon form, wasting the Fury, but he did not hit there. A good charm on the Lee Sin. Reginald falls down. The front end burst damage is just too much, and Big Fat right now putting out some big pain. And it looks like he may be able to take him down. Divers back into the fight, says, I don't think I'm going to make it out of this one. I'll try to do some more damage. Safeguard was not enough. St. Vicious, I believe, picking up his first kill there. Another assist for Big Fat. He's now 2-0-2, and Ahri scales very well into late game, continuously doing damage, and it's not somebody you want to be doing damage with the mobility that she has.
And I like this build from Big Fat LP. But by the way, actually has a flat 10 armor right now. There's the Dragon attempt as well from solo mid. Look at his build. He's got 30 flat magic pen. He's got that 21 offense build. Or sorry, no, sorry, it's 9-0-21, I believe. So really just wanting to deal a whole lot of damage with good cooldowns, good experience gain, everything else there. So pushing for the short. Reginald 39 MR is not exactly frail, but he's not managing to control this game just yet.
Still pretty close in gold, only about 1,000 off right now. We're 13 minutes in, 4-2. We do see Lee Sin kind of poking at St. Vicious here, but he would walk into the bush of a backing Ahri. That's
no.
Oh, it already hit her. I wanted to watch it fly all the way to base.
That'd be pretty interesting. Yeah, almost stopping that recall right there. That last half second, not interruptible by damage. Stun still work though. Hotshot moving around, did take the race over. They come back towards the mid that Reginald's farming. That bottom turret, of course, already gone. It's 2-1 on turrets right now. All the outer turrets already grabbed there for CLG. You see if they go for any other pressure, or if Team Solo Mid wants to sort of coordinate themselves.
Looks like they are pushing this mid turret. Reginald will not be able to clear that wave by himself, so they may have another one here. Soraka throwing those OP bananas, doing some big damage. Looks like Ahri returns to lane Big Fat. just went up to the left there to get a ward down, and it will have enough to at least guard this turret. Lee Sin is going, or Dyrus is going to come down here, so he could help with the fight. We do have Chaos coming towards mid as well. They are split 1-3-1, so they could force a fight. But it looks like CLG is going to back off and get some buys down. We do see Chowster going back. Double Lift does have that BF sword, grabbed himself some Dorans. We'll see what Chaos has gone for this run on Urgai. We did see that Brutalizer on him, possibly going for the Glacial Shroud next, as he has seen quite a bit, but he's going for armor right there.
And we'll see St. Vicious spamming out these bottom. And I like the CLG, again, like the prior game, actually. They're really good at just running around to various lanes on the map and just taking all the minions. They're really good at sort of spreading their influence around the entire map, getting gold everywhere it shows up, and it seems like they're doing it first. So they're actually forcing Solomid to react to them. Like, you're going to see that now KX has to run towards bottom and must farm this because it's going to die to his turret pretty soon. That lets CLG, if they want, group up and push for something. They could go for mid right now, for example, if they pulled over St. Vicious.
Yeah, they did just actually get a ping on it from TSM. They're like, hey, we might need some assistance here. Double Lift taking a cleaver, but it's not going to be that much damage. Rise getting in range. Great Valkyrie by Double Lift. That was probably very close to going off on the Room Prison. And it looks like they will be able to, again, just kind of hold back on the turret. Hotshot GG not really trading too much damage with Dyrus. Those two just trying to get their farm on right now.
Okay, plus it's one with Acid Hunter, and yeah, he's got 4 there, 3 for CLG. Again, Shyvana, solo bot, St. Vicious causing everyone to have to run around and you know, respond to him. Of course, with those Mercury treads with, you know, 1800 or so health. He's got his ult up as well, has exhaust ready to get people off of him. He's going to be good at running away.
So that's a great thing about Shyvana, is about being able to take turrets like that. She's going to see somebody and turn out burnout and just not really worry about it. She's going to have more movement speed. Mid turret goes down as Chaos gets harassed a little bit by St. Vicious on bottom. Looks like top is a one-on-one. They are going for it. Dyrus versus Hotshot GG. GG jumps to the other side. Will he get the damage down? He's kicked into the wall. And one more swipe from Hotshot GG will take out Dyrus.
Oh, excellent job. It looks like St. Vicious actually might have stolen blue not long ago while he was up top the entire time. So Reginald still not wearing that. Big Turtle P, of course, has his. No problem there. Still has a good minute or so on it as well. CLG are just really doing very awesome things in this game.
Great minion clearing ability, that Ari, Big Fat, able to just throw that Q and bring it back down the minions, and they just keep killing these waves as they come in. The upper hand here now is their minion wave is going to get to the turret first. Rise really with only Spell Flux to get these minions out, so they're going to get some good damage down on this turret, staying in range of it. They got to be careful with Dazzle and some Cleavers, but nobody's really going to engage on a fight, so it looks like they may grab a second turret here with opposition on TSM. There's a Dazzle. Big Fat's actually left by himself. Gatling goes on, and they turn quickly onto the odd one. A good escape there for CLG, almost taking down a second one. Saint still bottom with Hotshot still top. They're just split pushing the heck out of this map right now.
Yeah, Hotshot doing a great job there. They're just getting ahead of minions, of course, as well. You look at the gold, and you've got, you know, 120, 118, 105 for the various champions for solo mid. You've got 140, 140, 140 across the board for the top 3 for Counter Logic Gaming. They're just pulling themselves ahead with minions. They're up 4,000 gold. They've now got 4 turrets to 1. They're doing everything right across this map. I think Team Solo Mid needs to catch Counter Logic somewhere. I mean, they have the ability to catch someone. Once they catch someone, they can do a whole lot of damage. There's a swap into turret range, but St. Vicious, of course, just jumps onto Chaos. Big Turtle P coming in as well. Chaos, he has to flash away from the charm. Didn't need to, though, because he wasn't going to get jumped on by more than just the one champion.
Looks like they're going to be both getting backs there. Full items completed right now. We do have a Triforce on Hotshot GG. He has completed that. Really nothing else around the map right now. Ari grabbing. Looks like she's going for the Rylas. She does have that life belt. Pickaxe going for Infinity Edge on Corky. And the Wit's End completed on Shyvana for St. Vicious.
Solo Mid walking around near Baron. I think they want to bait this. Clairvoyance is up for Chowster. And the thing is, they can see him right now. They have wards. They have ward right there. Didn't get revealed. Solo Mid cannot start Baron without him knowing it, and they can't bait Baron without them knowing it. So they clear one ward, and now they feel confident. Moving back around a little bit more. The CLG just waiting around on the bottom. Hotshot throwing out some nice javelins there. The ability power coming out thanks to improved Ignite and Trinity Force. Actually giving his spells a little bit of bonus damage here.
Everybody's focused on this Baron area right now. Kind of just milling about in mid, clearing the waves. Every lane is pretty much even on wave right now, so they don't have to go and clear anything or protect any turrets. TSM is going to use this to their advantage and try to push back some more turrets. They've only grabbed 1 to the 4 that CLG has, and that's quite a bit of global gold to be down. It's 27,000 to 22,000 right now, almost 23. We'll have to see. They are going to pressure this. Will they turn and fight?
Well, again, they've been revealed. That ward, hotshot around in the back as well. All of CLG is nearby. And now they're going to, looks like they might actually wait. The thing is, actually, they can sit in the Baron pit and not get spotted, so they could theoretically start something. Hotshot got to start on red. This is actually a good chance for them. They do see him. Of course, he also sees solo mid chasing down. There's Dyrus. He lands the slow, but it's not going to be enough. And look at that, CLG making the move. Hotshot was the bait, and they're going to move in for this mid turret. However, it'll be a 5v4, so they must stop. And they're going to land a little bit of damage on the Reginald, a little bit on the odd one as well. It's a nice move by CLG.
Again, Dyrus just milling about with Hotshot. GG. These guys' damage trade usually goes in Hotshot's favor when he can get into Cougar.
And he's going to move all the way down into his jungle. That lizard buff still available.
They really want Big Fat right there. They are hungry in the pursuit. They know they're pushing him out. Maybe Charm is down. He doesn't really have anything on cooldown, but they're kind of using that to their advantage. We push one out. We know that they're absolutely separated. Can we focus one, or can we go for this Baron?
Well, right now that Baron still full health. Good little needly javelin comes out, hits odd one. He's going to be okay. He has 118 magic resist. But solo mid for the first time actually might be able to steal a buff right here. And if I were St. Vicious, I'd just like push mid again and just completely troll solo mid and say, hey guys, remember this? Remember how you have to respond to me going mid? Yeah, let's do that. Dyrus gets the kill on the golem buff and has some nice energy. And there's the fight going into this one. St. Vicious jumps in first, takes a whole lot of pain right now. Olympic special going to fall first. There's the kill on the Shyvana. Urgot picking that one up. More deaths. Solo mid losing 3. CLG only losing 1. Now 4 dead for solo mid, and now Rise must try to run away. And Reginald not going to be able to. CLG looking really strong in that fight.
Very nice. 2 double kills. Those going to the AP carry, Big Fat LP, and the AD carry double it. So it couldn't have really happened any better for these guys. It looks like they're going to be able to take down a free Baron. That'll be more global gold. They're already up by about 7,000 right now, so this is only going to help. They have a great minion wave mid to push down for some more gold, or they can choose to go for that top turret, as it is quite pushed.
Yeah, we're going to see them move up to about 8k to the advantage. You're going to see them. And yeah, if I know CLG, they're all low on health and mana. They'll recall very, very soon. They'll buy up, and they're going to push top, and they're going to push bottom. They're going to get these turrets down, solidify that lead, and then they'll kind of pick whichever turret or inhibitor they want. Mid is not significantly damaged. There's no reason to rush for that one just yet. Double lift, kind of being double lift. Says, there's farm, I must take it. And going for that right now, using rockets. That's hitting very successfully, actually. And he is up to a good amount of minions, 178. Highest in the game. As far as individual gold is concerned, highest in the game, indeed. So he's going to be a very scary force to be reckoned with. We'll one-shot that Infinity Edge. Let's see if he's going to pick anything else up. 1,100 gold could grab a Zeal. He might wait for that last 20.
These team fights right now can only go in favor of CLG. The only finished item for TSM right now is the Wit's End. They're going to complete it. I mean, there's a Wriggles there, but you have a Rylas, an Infinity Edge, a Triforce, Wit's End as well, with Warden's Mail and a Shirelia's on your support, and they just have such an upper hand in these fights. And TSM chooses to go 5v5.
Yep, St. will grab that dragon there. They're up 10-3 right now. They're up almost 10,000 gold, and again, this golem getting stolen away. And this is not looking happy for solo mid right now. CLG looks poised to push. They're actually going back to the split push, which I'm a little bit surprised at, because they can just win a straight up team fight. Yeah. And I guess they're saying, you know, what's working for us now will keep working, and maybe that's true. But at the same time, we've seen game throws happen a whole lot because they weren't ending them out when they had the advantage. So CLG, they are going for turrets now. They're going to send those 3, now 4 bottom. And I guess they do know that Hotshot will be safe up here, so they're going to keep pushing it. They've actually forced Dyrus to hold top lane on Lee Sin.
Hotshot actually coming around. Like we said, this team has a lot of mobility, so from lane to lane, they can kind of just switch everything over. St. Vicious getting caught. Rune Prison is down for Rise, and he goes ahead and he uses his ultimate as well. So Reginald does not have that for this next fight. I don't know if they can do everything they want under the turret. That's why they're kind of poking and running out, trying to get that charm on, just missing onto Urgot, but however, Chaos is now half health. Lee Sin is top, and Dyrus would be necessary if this fight were to go down.
Yeah, they're going to need 5 people to beat 5 people with CLG. They prefer a 6th, actually, but it's not going to be the case for them. We'll see if they can get something to go on. There we go. We can have Reginald heal up a little bit. And remember, guys, even though this is the best of 3, if CLG wins this, we will have another set coming up, so don't go anywhere. And here's the pressure coming in there. Push down, goes on to Shyvana. He's going to drop very, very quickly. Mundo does drop down as well. Dyrus getting killed second, and they're going to just charge in there, CLG. They've picked up 3. Hotshot going to go in for a little bit of pressure there. Going to turn back. Shyvana barely surviving that battle about Warden's Mail, keeping him alive through all that damage. Going to ride that 1 minion. Say, nope, actually, we'll go mid. That's fine.
All right, and it's actually going to be a quick surrender there from TSM. We are going into another best out of 3. CLG able to keep themselves in the tournament.
All righty, so everything is reset back to the basics. Forget everything that happened. We are